Hello everyone, we are anti-natalists, and you probably don't know this word or this term, you never heard about it. We are inviting you to come and talk to us about antinatalism, which is basically a moral opposition to procreation, a moral opposition to the creation of new people. We would like you to come and talk to us. That's why we are here today in this outage event. I'm speaking in English because I don't know German, but we have people here who can talk to you in German if you'd like, or talk to me in English. We are here exactly for this purpose. We think it's the most important issue in the world, and we'll be glad if you will come here and talk to us. We will explain to you why we think so. Thank you.
Never to have been had and heard. Cause to exist you are stuck inside a world of wonder and often beauty doesn't compensate for pain. See the flowers in the mud, supposed to bring joy into someone's life. Never acted such a way that somebody dies as a consequence. This will happen by the way, should ever you decide to procreate. Today a dancer, tomorrow comes cancer. Your children see you perish and die. Never to have been had and heard. We don't pre-exist and wait in line in order to come to the earth. Transitions from limbo into life. Procreation means to prolong an unfolding story of self-deceit. Nobody wanted to exist. Once you are there, you've got to stick to it. Today a dancer, tomorrow comes cancer. Your children see you perish and die. Never to have been had and heard. We don't pre-exist and wait in line in order to come to the earth. Transitions from limbo into life. Procreation means to prolong an unfolding story of self-deceit. Nobody wanted to exist. Once you are there, you've got to stick to it. Yesterday's dancer, today has cancer. Sees his children come and stand by. You told your children you would care, but as of today you're no longer there. Never to have been had and heard. All the flowers ending in the dirt.
There is a lot of suffering in the world. There is no reason to create more people who will need more resources, time and attention. We are in favor of dealing with the problems that already exist, with those who already need us because they already exist, instead of creating new people who will need us, and therefore we will not be able to address all those who already need us now because they already exist. It doesn't make sense to create more needs when there are already so many. And doing it just because we want to is selfish. We urge people to make decisions on a moral basis and not on a selfish basis. And that means giving priority to those who already need us over those who don't exist and therefore don't need anything. It has long been time to acknowledge the harsh reality that problems are not going to be solved soon and that new ones are likely to appear. From the dawn of history until now, tens of thousands of initiatives, legislations, organizations, and institutions have arisen to change and correct a multitude of injustices all over the world. Very few, if any, of the problems that these initiatives were set up to address have been resolved. Of course, what we are saying is not that we should give up confronting them, but exactly the opposite. We need to devote all our available resources to solving them instead of reproducing, which is actually a decision to invest almost all of our resources in something that did not require anything before our decision and most likely contributed to the perpetuation of many problems in the world. The time has come to recognize that reproduction is part of the problem, and in too many ways. By directing resources to new problems created precisely because of reproduction instead of existing problems, and by creating more people who will be vulnerable to the multitude of problems in the world and take part in increasing and perpetuating the multitude of problems in the world. Reproduction is to create more victims of a cruel and harmful world and more victimizers in a cruel and harmful world. The fact that reproduction is a natural act and such an accepted and popular decision doesn't change this fact. As long as we don't acknowledge the main sources of the world's problems, we will certainly not be able to improve it. We are asking people to rethink the issue of reproduction. Most people reproduce without giving it any thought. This is despite the fact that it's the most crucial decision in the life of the person they create. We don't tell anyone what to do. We ask people to give up their desire to create new people and consider alternatives such as adopting children, adopting dogs or cats, living in community structures that are not necessarily familial, and etc. We are calling to normalize the choice not to reproduce, and for more reasons, normalizing the position that opposes the creation of new people. This is anti-natalism.